Awesome. Well, I'm pretty excited to drink some beer this evening, but I think we should do a guests first sort of situation. So which one of you guys wants to kick us off and talk to us about your beer and give us a little quick review?
I will probably be the quickest.
Let's make.
So you want to kick us off, Gary?
So yeah, I've seen you guys do this. I'm drinking a Country Boy Brewing, which is local to me. I live just about 20 miles east of Lexington, and this is one of the first like craft beers that I was like, hey, I could probably drink that. I'm drinking Cougar Bait, an American blonde ale. And beyond that, I don't really know what to tell you. It's got definitely some beer notes to it.
Tastes like beer.
So yeah, that's
Like super smooth.
So Gary's gotten me more into bourbon, and I'm still trying to figure out the tasting notes and things like that. We were drinking a bourbon on a show, and I said that's got some great bourbon notes, and so that's actually going to be the name of our new pre-show that we're going to be starting. It's going to be on Facebook this week. So we'll have like a 15 to 20 minute pre-show live and then record, but it's going to be called Bourbon Notes because that's what bourbon tastes like, usually bourbon.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, Cougar Bait is awesome. It's, I mean, as you can, the name, I can help Gary out with his beer, but the name obviously is like, it's like the people, that are cougars that are kind of around that 30 to 40-year-old age, like, hey, I want something light, and like Country Boy was perfect. And Kentucky is like a transitional craft beer market, maybe, where they get a lot of people in that are, hey, I'm a Bud Light drinker.
Yeah.
So those people that might come in looking for a Bud Light, that's what they usually give them. It's super light. They actually have some great like variants of it though. I've had like a key lime version that was really good, and then I actually went to they have a brand new production facility in Georgetown, Kentucky, and I had the habanero version of it, and it will light you up if you like spicy beers like me. It's definitely one to grab. I'm a huge fan of like anything with jalapeno or spice or anything like that. I usually gravitate toward those, and of course a blonde ale lends itself to adding pretty much anything to it. So
yeah, definitely. I actually just I feel bad saying this because it actually we usually put up a poll on Thursdays before we record our main episodes on Fridays of what we will be drinking on the show, and let the people vote on what we should review. And for a couple weeks I had up one from Tradition Brewing, which is local to me. I think they're in Portsmouth, Virginia. But they had a ghost pepper lager. And so it kept losing. Ooh. I was surprised that people weren't voting for it. So
I was
voting.
To see me, I voted.
Yeah, I know
time.
You were.
I would have voted for that. I must have missed it. Yeah, a couple of weeks. I usually vote.
Yeah. And I was surprised people weren't trying to light me up. But I finally it sat in my fridge for too long. And I was like, let me just try this thing. So I took one sip of it, and I feel bad pouring out any craft beer. But I was like, dude, I told my wife, I was like, I absolutely cannot drink this. It burned all the way down. And like I can't taste any beer. I was like, this is just not for me. So I had to pour it out. I feel bad saying that, but it's true.
It was ghost pepper, you said?
Yeah, it was a ghost pepper lager.
Oh,
that sounds awful.
I've never had a ghost pepper beer, but yeah, some of the ones I've seen people like. Usually, like I'm a big Untapped guy, so I've seen like the super hot spicy beers. Like there's like one in Ohio called Scorpion Lager. It has like a 1.7 average rating on Untapped. Jeez. But it's actually supposedly is a pretty good beer. It's just the people that try it that think that they have a little bit too big for their britches and try it and oh, this is disgusting. What's a Scorpion pepper beer? If you don't like spicy stuff, don't try it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there's another local brewery called Maker's Craft Brewery in Norfolk, and they had I think it was a habanero. It might have been jalapeno. I think it was habanero, though. It was a stout. It was a habanero stout. And for some reason, the dark beers it was a lot easier for me. I just sampled it. I didn't get a whole glass, but it was a lot easier for me to throw that back. I guess the richness of the sweetness and all that stuff of the darker beers paired better for me, with the spicy, but the lager was just straight up spiced on my throat, and I was just
well, and there's a big jump from jalapeno and habanero to ghost pepper. Sure. So, yeah.
Well, awesome. Well,
But yeah,
so David, what about you, man? What do you have?
yeah. So you guys probably saw me in the pre-show. That was my side beer. But I a lot of times we'll have a side beer for our show because we don't jump right into the beer. But this week, so my neighborhood brewery is called Street Side Brewing, and I'm drinking it's called We Rise We Fall. It's a double New England IPA. This is a brewery. I think they just hit their 3-year anniversary, and it's the first time they've had a beer with Galaxy hops, which are super hard to get. But I'll show you guys the can. So Street Side has some pretty cool can art. This is like a little different from what they've been doing, but yeah, so it's 9.5%, which I'm pretty excited about. But I also wanted to show you guys too. So the Ohio Craft Beer Association is a huge kind of an offshoot of the Brewers Association. So today was Ohio Pint Day,
Nice.
and I got my Ohio Pint, which
Nice.
helps support the local breweries. You got to see the giant cardinal on there, and it's a cool can glass, which I saw you guys have a Ginger in the Beard can glass. I got to get one of those maybe in your online store. But yes, I love the can glasses. But yeah, it was cool to support like local places. And yeah, so this is a New England IPA, double New England IPA, super smooth. I mean, it's like crazy smooth. I've already had a little bit of it too. I was cheating a little bit, but yeah.
That's awesome.
It
Well,
looks
Reese,
like orange juice.
You're an Ohio native too.
It
right?
does look like orange juice.
It does
yeah.
look like orange juice, hazy. Yeah.
But it's fantastic. It definitely has like a lot of those like citrus flavors. I don't like. I'm not a huge Galaxy person just because I haven't had a ton of Galaxy hop beers. I mean they're pretty rare, but not as dank. A little bit more on like the sweeter citrusy fruit side. Kind of getting out of that time of year for me at least. I'm a seasonal drinker. I like the dark stuff in the winter and fall and I've been going crazy on like those dark beers and the pumpkin stuff. But this is a nice little change. A lot of pineapple flavor too in this one, which is
Oh,
great.
that sounds
So,
delicious.
It does sound really good.
I'm actually from
yeah, Street Side.
I'm actually from Ohio.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were from Ohio too. Are you like
Yeah.
Cincinnati or
I'm
up north?
Yep, Cincinnati.
Nice.
I'm from Columbus originally, and I've been in Cincinnati for about 6 years. So you can see my Ohio State
Cool.
hoodie. I'm a Buckeye, so
Yeah. I'm up from the northeast area, Youngstown area. I don't know if you know that at all.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Youngstown. So
pretty cool.
I've been everywhere. I mean, I we talked about the MMA side. I've been pretty much every nook and cranny of Ohio, covering local MMA shows and backwoods portions of Ohio that I never thought I would go to. And
Yeah.
now it's a great excuse to go to all the breweries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit up a MMA show and go to the local brewery. And if we actually had local MMA, but we haven't for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time now.
Ohio's got
That's
a
awesome.
hidden scene for beer and food. They got really good food spread throughout Ohio. And you got Great Lakes, Great Lakes brewing up north, That's everywhere.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about on our show last week. Christmas ale is already out. It's like a little bit too early for me. I have a Great Lakes Christmas Ale T-shirt, and I love that beer. But like maybe around Thanksgiving I'll start to drink it, but not on October 25th or whatever it came out.
Sacrilege.
Yeah. They got
So-
their Oktoberfest is really good too. That came out I think like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
They started putting that out. That's if you guys can get your hands on that, I feel like that's a staple.
yeah. Actually, in Cincinnati, I think we had 20 breweries that packaged an Oktoberfest this year, and I tried all of them and talked
Nice.
about it on one of our one of our shows back in September, which is there's no really good things about the pandemic, but one of the good things
Is your alcoholism?
is all the alcoholism, but all the breweries that have been packaging beers. I'm probably drinking the same amount. It's just I'm drinking at home versus going out to breweries and bars and stuff. And it's cool that I can go and I can support, multiple places in one night. And, I have a great like outdoor patio area. So I've got like our super tight knit friend, like they're actually our neighbors that, we'll hang out and drink. And it's getting to be a little bit not that time anymore, outside time. But, yeah, I'm always a local local guy, so I try to hit up as many of the local breweries and buy directly from them if I can.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. So Gary,